Hi, I'm Dr. Millie's avatar. Thanks for joining and subscribing. Today I'll be covering a topic that affects over 3.3 million Americans. It's chronic fatigue. Are you tired of feeling exhausted all the time? Do you struggle to get out of bed in the morning? Chronic fatigue can be debilitating, but there is hope. In this video, we'll share effective tips and strategies to help you boost your energy levels and get your life back on track. From dietary changes to stress-reducing techniques, we'll cover it all. Say goodbye to fatigue and hello to a more vibrant, energetic you. First, some statistics on the prevalence of CFS and its sister condition called myalgic encephalomyelitis, or ME. Together, these conditions are often referred to as ME/CFS. The CDC's 2021-2022 National Health Interview Survey found that 1.3% of adults in the U.S. have ME/CFS. The actual number of people with ME/CFS may be higher because many people with the condition have not been diagnosed. ME/CFS is a chronic illness that affects many organ systems and can cause debilitating fatigue, pain, brain fog, and dizziness. Symptoms often worsen after physical or mental activity. Other characteristics of ME/CFS include age. ME/CFS is most common in people between the ages of 40 and 60. Gender. Women are more likely to have ME/CFS than men. Race and ethnicity. Non-Hispanic white people are more likely to have ME/CFS than other racial and ethnic groups. Income. People with lower family incomes are more likely to have ME/CFS. Rurality. People in more rural areas in the country are more likely to have ME/CFS than those who live in the city. That said, anyone can have this condition or display some of its symptoms. Depression, trauma, and anxiety, history of viruses and infections, low nutrient status, and gut health may also contribute to these symptoms. If you are aware of any of these triggers, it's important to acknowledge them. I'll show you how. If any of this sounds like you, join me to reclaim your energy from chronic fatigue and see if you can actually boost your vitality. Trust me, it's a process, but it's possible. So let's increase energy bit by bit. After a while, you'll feel like your old self again. Like I said, chronic fatigue is a serious issue that affects millions of people around the world. It's not just about feeling tired all the time. It's about feeling exhausted, drained, and depleted of energy. It's about not being able to get your chores done, not being able to work or study. It's like having a never-ending fog that follows you everywhere, making it hard to concentrate, to be productive, and to enjoy life to the fullest. It's a thief that steals your motivation, your enthusiasm, and your zest for living. But I'm here to tell you that it's possible to take back control and regain your energy. One of the most frustrating things about chronic fatigue is that it's not just physical, it's also mental and emotional. You might feel like you're stuck in a rut, unable to do the things you love, and struggling to keep up with your daily tasks. You might feel anxious, depressed, or irritable, and you might start to question your own abilities. You might wonder if you're just being lazy or if there's something fundamentally wrong with you. But the truth is, chronic fatigue is a real condition that can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, or background. Chronic fatigue can also manifest itself in different ways. You might experience muscle pain, joint pain, or headaches. You might have trouble sleeping, or you might sleep for 12 hours a day and still feel exhausted. You might struggle to concentrate, to remember things, or to make decisions. You might feel like you're in a constant state of brain fog where everything is hazy and unclear. And you might feel like you're all alone, like nobody understands what you're going through. But here's the thing, you're not alone, and there is hope. Chronic fatigue is not a permanent condition, and it's not a sign of weakness or failure. It's simply a signal that something is out of balance and that you need to make some changes. So, what are some of the potential causes of chronic fatigue? Well, one of the biggest culprits is lifestyle. If you're constantly pushing yourself to the limit, if you're not taking breaks, and if you're not listening to your body, you're going to burn out. Another major contributor is diet. If you're eating processed foods, relying on wheat-based comfort foods or convenience foods, sugary snacks, and unhealthy fats, you're going to feel sluggish and lethargic. The body needs essential nutrition to produce energy in the form of ATP. And let's not forget about sleep patterns. If you're not getting enough sleep, or if you're not sleeping deeply enough, you're going to feel tired, groggy, and unmotivated. Another cause is a history of viruses, such as Epstein-Barr, that causes mono. Yes, according to current research, viruses are considered a potential trigger for chronic fatigue, particularly in the context of ME/CFS, where many patients report experiencing a significant viral infection before the onset of their symptoms. Epstein-Barr virus is the most frequently cited culprit. However, the exact cause of chronic fatigue remains complex and not fully understood, and other factors may also contribute. Many people develop chronic fatigue symptoms following a viral infection, which is often referred to as post-viral fatigue. Other viruses like human herpes virus 6, HHV6, Coxiella burnetii, and Ross River virus have also been investigated as possible contributors to chronic fatigue. In light of COVID-19, ME/CSF could also stem from the SARS-CoV-2 virus or its and its prevention strategies. If it's possible to trace your fatigue back to a virus, this can be helpful in uncovering one of your root causes. While viruses are considered a potential trigger, chronic fatigue is likely caused by a combination of factors, including genetics, environmental stressors, and immune system dysregulation. Obviously, not all people who suffer from these viruses experience long-term fatigue, so there are other factors involved. It's not your fault. It's about unraveling the puzzle for your own health. The good news is that by making some simple changes, you can start to regain your energy. I'm going to say a long list of helpful information. What's most important is to identify where you need to make some changes. Listen to your intuition and understand where your lifestyle isn't serving you so you can focus on the right changes, not all the changes. Start by taking care of your physical health. Eat a balanced whole foods diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, gluten-free whole grains, legumes, and lean proteins. I often find cooked foods are easier to digest than raw, so soups and stews can give you more energy than raw foods. Look at the level of protein in your diet. If it's low, increase it. This can be done by incorporating small amounts of high-quality red meat, fish, or protein shakes into your diet on a daily basis. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of filtered or spring water, herbal teas, and broth. Limit your intake of alcohol, caffeine, and sugar. Breaded and fried foods are also a no-go. Choose soups, stews, and one-pot meals that retain minerals and vitamins. Otherwise, grilled, baked, broiled, or steamed as cooking methods. Get enough sleep by establishing a consistent bedtime routine and create a relaxing sleep environment. And don't forget to take breaks and practice self-care. One of the most powerful strategies for regaining energy is to focus on stress management. Chronic stress can lead to chronic fatigue, so it's essential to find ways to manage your stress levels. This might involve meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking a walk in nature. Deep breathing activates the body's rest and digest nervous system, as well as increases oxygen delivery to your brain and tissues. Taking deep breaths is essential for making red blood cells, which energize your body. The key is to find what works for you and to make it a regular part of your routine. Another key strategy is to prioritize self-care. Taking time for yourself, doing things that bring you joy and relaxation, and surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people. Get physical tough, like hugs and massage. But it might also involve setting boundaries, learning to say no to others, and not seeing them. You may even need to withhold helping others if it's draining until you are well. Taking breaks from technology, especially from your phone, in the evening and at night. Remember, taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's essential. The strategy I want to share with you today is called the Energy Revival Formula. It's a simple yet powerful approach that involves 4 key steps. The first step is to stop, drop, and rest. This means taking a break from your busy schedule, dropping your responsibilities, and giving yourself permission to rest. The second step is to recharge and refuel. This means eating nourishing foods, avoiding foods and drinks that make you tired, staying hydrated, and getting enough sleep. The third step is to reset and reboot. This means taking time to reflect, to prioritize, and to set new goals. Goals don't need to be big or overwhelming. Small goals, like getting enough rest or eating a healthy soup, can suffice. It's up to you. And the fourth step is to reignite and reconnect. This means finding ways to rekindle your passion, to connect with others of our choosing, and to live a life that truly fulfills you. So, to recap, chronic fatigue is a real condition that can affect anyone, but it's not permanent, and it's not a sign of weakness or failure. By making some simple changes to your lifestyle, diet, and sleep patterns, you can start to regain your energy. And by focusing on stress management, self-care, and the energy revival formula, you can take back control and live a life that's full of vitality and purpose. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video has given you hope and inspiration to take back control of your energy. If you've struggled with chronic fatigue, please share your story in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more videos on health, wellness, and personal growth. I'll be back with another video about what foods are draining and which ones are energizing in a future video, so be sure to hit the notification bell for instant reminders.